Hey, college coaches, this is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We're a startup company based in Austin, Texas. We're focused on using a technology platform to connect student athletes with other student athletes while they go through the recruiting process to build out their network and their personal brand. We're also trying to connect them with college coaches as we're going through this very different COVID-19 recruiting cycle. But most importantly, we're focused on helping student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and then into a career either in the NFL or in their major. We have got a very exciting offensive lineman prospect with us today, somebody I've been watching and evaluating since he was a freshman. Kamron Scott is a class of 21 offensive lineman, 6'4", 315 pounds, 2.8 GPA, honorable mention All-State. He's got up to 18 offers right now and building. Just recently got an offer this month from Colorado. Kamron, how you doing this afternoon?
Pretty good. How about you?
Man, I'm good, but thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to share your story and your journey with these college coaches. Let's jump right in. The first thing college coaches want to know about is your academics. Tell us about the importance that you put on your academics.
Well, my freshman year was kind of hard for me, but when I started playing football and taking it seriously, it kind of mattered to me more that you really can't get into any college, without the right grades. So, that's really helped me out, push me, to do better in the classroom, on and off the field as a student athlete. So I just believe it's very important to have good grades in order to attend the college you want to go to.
It's actually a great point, Kamron. Tell some of these upperclassmen, maybe these athletes are going to be freshmen at Judson coming up here in a few weeks. If you had to do it over again, how much focus would you put on your freshman year academics?
Everything.
Yeah.
All on the line. Yeah. It's serious. Like some guys, play around their freshman and sophomore year, then it kind of, piggybacks them, to their like junior or senior, and it's kind of hard to come back from that because, you've done this for so long. So, just might as well start doing it right from the jump.
Okay, good stuff. Hey, tell us what are some of your favorite subjects at Judson that are driving your GPA?
Business. I'm taking 2 business classes this upcoming school year to help boost it up. So we'll see where that gets me at.
Is there a specific area of business that you're focused on? Is it finance, accounting, marketing, or what specifically?
Real estate.
Okay, I like it. Want to sell houses or commercial real estate, or what kind?
Houses.
Okay, all right, I hear that. Tell us, are there any teachers or counselors or coaches or academic staff at Judson that you want to shout out that's helped you maintain your GPA?
Yeah, Coach Cole, Coach Will, and Coach Anderson and Salcedo, they've always been on me about my grades and everything. And, I'm finally just now starting to, I guess, how can I put it? Take their advice into hands. So, they've been on my butt since I've got to Judson because, they believe in me. So it's time to put, that belief into work.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about coaches want to understand your learning style. Tell these coaches, are you more of a verbal, visual, or hands-on learning style?
I'm more of a hands-on. I gotta like see it like right there in front of me. Like if that, then it's gonna be hard for me.
Is your learning style differ based on the environment? Are you different in the classroom than you are in the field, or is it both in the same environment?
On the field it's way different because you ain't really dealing with math or anything like that on the field. So in the classroom it's more challenging, but just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, tell us, do you have a criteria? Have you and your family sat down and talked about what criteria you're going to use to help you decide which school you commit to?
Not yet. We haven't.
Okay. A lot of coaches will want to know that information, but is distance from home an issue? Scheme, obviously the major. What are some of the things you're thinking about initially?
Being away from home doesn't really matter. I'm originally from Georgia, so I'm all the way in Texas, so it doesn't matter to me at all. But I'm just looking for a school that that's gonna push me to be the best I can be.
Okay, good stuff. Tell me a little bit about who are some people in your life. You mentioned some of them earlier, but who's had a big impact in your life off the field that you want to shout out?
My mom and my dad, they've always kept my head on straight, make sure I have everything that I need, to be the best I can be. So a huge shout out to them.
Great transition. Let's talk a little bit about your family. What do your mom and dad do for a living? Are you an only child? You the oldest? Are you the baby? Give us a little bit about your dynamics.
My mom, she just started a new job. She's a school teacher now at Manchester High School. But
Hmm.
she originally worked in medical field. She worked in a laboratory at Methodist Hospital. But she wanted to, I guess, teach this year. So she's teaching principal health science. And my dad, he's a contractor for the military, mechanic or whatever. And I have one sibling. He's 10 years old.
He's how old?
10.
Okay, so you're the oldest. You're the oldest sibling.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the importance you put on being the best big brother you can be.
I mean, it's kind of tough, like pretty much tough love, to like get them like in the head, like heading in the right direction. So I don't want them to be like me, but pretty much close to it, Because when I was little, it was kind of hard for me. I was big and had low self-esteem. So now it's just like the position I am right now. I believe like I can just help pretty much anybody.
Okay, I like it. Hey, tell us when you're not working out, getting ready for the season, and not playing football, what do you like to do in your spare time? What kind of hobbies? You like to hunt, fish, get out in the water, hang out with your friends? What do you do in your spare time?
Mostly just be out with my friends or just sleep around, work out. That's about it.
Okay. Are you a video game guy? You like playing a lot of video games or no?
It depends. If it's like basketball or something, no, I just pretty much just play Madden. That's about
Okay.
it.
Okay. Well, obviously, it begs the question: are you giving L's? Are you taking L's in Madden?
Half and half. I win some, lose
Okay.
some. But you learn from the losses. So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, it's all good.
You probably are one of the few players that have said that they actually take L's. Everybody say, "Well, I don't know, I'm
Yeah,
giving L's. I'm giving." So I'm thinking nobody's losing. Y'all ain't really playing that hard. That's good
yeah.
stuff. Hey, I know you've already got a lot of recruit attention, but for the coaches that may not be aware of you, tell them what apps you're using that they can follow you on. Are you a Twitter guy, Instagram, or what?
I have Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay. And you keeping
Mhm.
those all those timelines updated with all your accomplishments, both academically and athletically?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Okay. And then what about your music taste? Who you listen to? Who are some of your favorite artists?
Um, NBA YoungBoy for R&B and hip hop, but for country, probably Luke Bryan and Luke Combs.
Okay. Like the
Mhm.
variety there. Good stuff. Hey, tell us what's your shoe game looking like? Are you a big shoe guy or no?
Nah, not really. Nah,
Okay.
I just wear Nikes and Crocs. That's about it.
Hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Like to be comfortable. Hey, on a more personal note, tell us what's your all-time favorite football movie?
Remember the Titans?
Okay. Yeah, easy
Mhm.
one there. That's a classic. I call this my dream scenario question. Tell us, after 3 or 4 years of college football, you're in New York City for the NFL draft, and you're waiting for the commissioner to call your name. Who is sitting at your table with you, waiting for your name to be called?
My mom, my dad, my brother, cousins, girlfriend, all of them.
So, is
Yes,
your
sir.
your goal obviously to play in the NFL?
Yes, sir. That's the goal.
Okay. And now, obviously, with my son just finished his 7 year career with the Bills, the defensive back. What about after football? Talk to us a little bit about what you want to do when football's all over, whenever that is.
Well, afterwards, I want to become a coach for my high school. Come back and give back to them. I believe like coaching is in my heart because I love being coached. Hard. It's just I feel like I have something to give back to the people that's under me. So I want to help them out and be able to help them reach their goals as well.
I love that. That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about Coach. Want to know what are you doing to give back in your community there in the Judson community? Are you part of your church? Are you part of nonprofits? What are you doing?
I help out with different little organizations that we have going on, but I'm also I wouldn't say pretty much in the church, but I help when I can. So yeah.
Okay, that's
Hmm.
good. That's better than not doing anything at all. Let's switch over to recruiting. Obviously, you've got lots of recruiting attention. You've had a very busy summer. Like I mentioned
Hmm.
earlier, just picked up an offer from Colorado. Tell us what's been your recruiting experience so far. Who are you hearing from? Who would you still like to hear from going into your senior year?
Well, right now I'm hearing from um, Colorado, South Carolina, Ole Miss, UTSA, Houston, all of them. But it's kind of been shocking for me, really. When I got my first offer, just everything else started piling in. And after that, it was unbelievable. It just wouldn't stop. Like day after day after day, just more offers coming in. So I'm grateful for that. I know it's not over, but I'm just being patient for more to come in.
What advice? I mean, there's a lot of players, Kamron, who would love to have 18 offers going into their senior year. What piece of advice do you give some of the underclassmen, the kids on freshman and JV, on the recruiting process that you've learned over these last 3 years?
Well, I just learned, stay patient, wait your turn, God has a plan for everybody. So, just believe in his will and he'll make it happen.
Okay. Tell these coaches, what do you consider your strengths and what are some of the things you're working on going into your senior year?
I'm working on my leadership skills. Usually I'm just a guy that stays to myself. I don't really talk much. So I'm learning how to open my mouth, try to be hands-on with my coaches and everything to help the underclassmen, be in the position they need to be for the upcoming years or whatever. So just pretty much speaking out, just, being another, I guess, source of help around. So, yeah, that's about it.
Okay. You probably done the circuit. There's a lot of really good offensive linemen in the 21 class. Tell these coaches what you do or what you bring to separate yourself or differentiate yourself against all the other good linemen in this class.
I just believe my attitude is different. Like my anger, just everything. Like I believe I want it more than anybody. It's just by the way I play. Like when I'm on the field, I don't care. Like I just let all my stress out, everything that like I go through and everything, I just solve it or like help the field, let it, just help me be in the place I need to be. So, I guess I can say that, being on the field just helps me like it's like my peace, I can say. Just help me calm down, do what I need to do, to continue to make it in life.
I've watched you play the last couple of years. I usually come to the Steel game. I've also watched your video. The one thing that sticks out to me that most impresses me, and you'll relate to this, as a former player and coach myself, every coach talks about playing to the whistle, finish. When you watch your film and you watch you play, that is one thing you do that other players aren't doing. Talk about your mentality of why you put so much focus on finishing the play up into the whistle.
Well, at Judson, our coaches, they always want us to finish to the whistle, but also you never know like where the ball is at or like if the running back's coming behind you and like you can be the lead blocker. If you just give up on that block, they can, stop you from scoring a touchdown possibly. So I believe, just finish everything. Like to me, I believe like if you start something, you have to finish it. Like that's just, that's the thing. Like if you don't finish it, then why did you even start it in the first place?
Yeah. Judson is a storied program here in Texas. Lots of great players that come out of there. Tell these coaches what it's like to play in a program with so many other Division I, FCS college talent around you.
I mean, our program at Judson is different, man. Had Trey Flowers, DeMarvin, Rashad, and all them. They're big time, hometown heroes. So, I think coming through Judson is it's different, man. It's a different atmosphere and everything. It's just like we got something totally different than San Antonio. We're like our own little spot down here in Converse. So I believe just a huge different type of scenery.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing, Kamron, that coaches want to know about is what kind of relationship you have with your high school coaching staff. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and the head coach there at Judson.
Well, Coach Anderson, that's my position coach. He's like a dad to me and everything. We've been, pretty good with each other since my freshman year. He taught me the plays I needed to learn. He's just always been there for me. Coach Will, the same way. He's a good guy. Just somebody I can, relate on. Come to if I need help or something. Just rely on in life.
Okay. Hey, is there a certain college or NFL offensive lineman that you pad your game off of? Who do you look up to at that position?
Tyrone Smith.
Yep. Hall of Famer for sure.
Yes, sir.
What is it about his game that you're trying to integrate into your game?
Just the way, like, he knows where the ball's going to hit, just pretty much his whole mindset. Like, he knows, like, every assignment on the field.
Okay. Another thing coaches want to understand is how players handle adversity. Tell these coaches about a time in your life, either personally or dealing with sports, that you had to overcome some type of adversity.
Let's see. Oh, my sophomore year in high school, I was a second string and everything, and I believe that, I was working my tail off the off season and everything, but unfortunately I had a guy that was in front of me and everything. I used to get mad and everything, just wishing like why I was on the field, but like I just see now like that wasn't the plan for me. Like my junior year was the plan for me now. And I'm trying to like be mean or anything, but that guy like he didn't have any offers and now like I'm just thankful to be in the position I am. Like now I got 18, so it's like everything was, meant to happen in that order.
Yeah. You bring up a good point. I always talk to a lot of players across the country and all, freshmen want to play in college and everybody wants to be a
Mhm.
starter. Talk about that patience level that you've learned over the last 3 years of when it's your time and how to take advantage of it.
I believe if you got patience, then you can pretty much conquer not everything, but a lot of things in life because it just gives you a whole different mindset. Like you just wait on things to come. Like you won't like try not to rush things because like if it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. But if it's not, then just let it be. Like if you take things like slower and like learn from it and everything, you develop more as a person. But if you just try to rush it, you might learn something, but it's not gonna be like the complete lesson or like the complete story that's written for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you make some good points there. We talk about the term a lot, trust the process. Tell some of these coaches and some of these players that are watching this about you trusting the process and understanding that, hey, I'm where I want to be, even though I didn't start where I wanted.
Yeah, I mean it was hard, man. But because my freshman year I played offense and defensive line, I started on both sides, so I kind of figured that I was gonna get some playing time when I got moved up my freshman year on the varsity. But like I said, I had guys in front of me. I just had to wait out and like even if the guys are in front of you, you can learn from them. The plays and everything. Learn how to know where the ball hits. Learn the right moves to take, the right footsteps and everything. So it's kind of a win-win if you think about it.
Yeah. Hey, Cameron, tell these coaches there are two types of players. There are those that love playing football, and then there's another group that loves what football can do for them. Which one are you? Are you a little bit of both?
Pretty much I'm half and half. Cause yeah, I want football to like help take care of my family in the years to come, but also I just love playing the sport now.
Absolutely. Okay. Hey, obviously we talked about it earlier, but you're loaded with talent there at Judson. Take this time to tell these coaches who else on your team they should be recruiting.
Our center Robert Grisby. We got another quarterback. His name is Mikey Burrows. He's a junior this year. I believe he's going to do pretty much good things for us. I believe in him. Our defensive tackle Nate Pryor. He's a pretty good player. He has 5 offers already, but I know this is only the beginning from him. And let's see, we got another transfer from East Central. His name is Alexander King. He was a first team all district player for East Central. So I believe we got a lot of players that need to be recruited, but those are the main ones right there for sure.
Okay. I appreciate you shouting them out. Hey, obviously with your good size, what other sports have you played while you've been at Judson? Did you ever play basketball? Or do you throw the shot or anything in track and field?
I did shot put.
Okay.
Mhm.
Your coaches love players that participate and compete in track in the off season. Tell us one thing that you learned in track that has helped you become a better football player.
You got to have good feet. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, simple question, but coaches will ask you this when you finally get back on campus.
Uh-huh.
Why do you think your game translates to the college level?
I mean, pretty much because of nowadays they like athletic offensive linemen. So I believe I fit pretty good in that category. Also my anger, my ability to move, just pretty much very hands on with everything I do.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we talked about your parents, but I don't know what their sizes are. Coaches are always trying to figure out, is this kid got another growth spurt or is he done? Do you think you still have another couple of inches and more weight coming your way, or you think you're done growing right now?
I probably have 2 more inches coming on, hopefully. Because my mom and dad, they're not tall at all. I mean, they're average height, so I was pretty much giving luck with my height.
Where do you think that height's coming from? Is it from grandparents or another part of your family, or no?
I think it comes from my uncle. He's pretty tall. He's around 6'3", 6'4".
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, tell me, how do you define leadership and how do you plan on leading going into your senior year?
I'm just picking up guys when they're down, telling them that, we can do it. Just believe in them more than they believe in themselves and just, encourage them to do better on and off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing coaches want to understand is your competitive spirit. I mean, I've watched the video, we talked about it earlier, but define and describe how competitive you are to these college coaches.
Well, I hate losing, so I want to do whatever it takes, to outdo my opponent no matter what. So I believe, that competitive nature, I have no idea where it comes from, but to me, I just want it more than other
Okay,
people.
I like it. Okay. Well, hey, finishing up here, and we'll let you get back to your day, Cameron. But what are some of your goals for this upcoming season as you go into your senior year and close out your high school career? What are your individual goals? And tell us a little bit about the team goals you guys have in place.
Well, individual, be more of a leader, but team goals wise, I want to bring a championship back to Converse. That's the plan. It's been, I think, since 2002, so the last championship, and that was 5A. So we haven't had a championship in 6A yet. So, I believe this class can make it happen.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, well, let's finish up. We call it the elevator pitch in business. 30 seconds in front of a coach or maybe a potential investor in your business one day. Tell these coaches why they should recruit you and tell them what you're going to bring to their program.
I'm very hands-on. I love being competitive. I just love the game. I love, everything that has to deal with it. I love, I just love playing it. That's all I can say.
Tell these coaches what you're going to bring off the field to a university. What kind of student will you be? What kind of character you bringing?
I'm gonna be coachable, reliable. I'm not gonna quit, not gonna give up. Just be, try to outwork my opponent, and just be the best I can be.
Good stuff. And Cameron, I'm looking forward to seeing you play yet again for your 4th year on varsity. I will probably be at the skill game again. Continue to be safe and work hard. If you have any questions, please let me know, okay?
Yes, sir, will do.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.